to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much, and we do really appreciate your time for always staying here with us at Awini Unity platform. And happy Saturday to you, whatever part you may be watching us from. Particularly if you're watching us from any part of Africa, greeting to you with your family and your friends out there. This video, we're going to be breaking it down for the World Cup qualifiers. The 6 matches played so far. I'm talking about Africa World Cup qualifiers. Most of the teams play 6 matches so far. And we're going to be breaking down for everything you need to know right here. Also, Food Ranking came out to release 9 countries in Africa. They believe that they're going to qualify to 2026 World Cup. And we're going to be digging deep into that. If you follow Food Ranking, this is not the first time they predict their football games. Back 2014, they came out with the analysis and their conclusion. They saw a country that they believe they're going to be winning the World Cup. I'm going to be telling you what happened there. Also, they also did the analysis going to 2022 World Cup, and they also come on their conclusion, choosing one country that this is the country that are going to be winning the World Cup before the game. We're also going to look at, after they predict and after all the analysis and everything, what country actually won 2022. Then we would use that to compare the teams that they choose right now that they are going to qualify from Africa. And we're going to be looking those 9 countries that Food Ranking said they are going to qualify. We're going to be looking at their remaining matches and the table where they stand on the table so far, and also to see if truly those countries really have a big chance to qualify or not. We're going to be telling you how many goals were scored and how many penalties, yellow card, and everything you need to know about the qualifiers so far. You don't need to go anywhere. So if today is your first time you are just watching and maybe probably you do not know what this platform is about, just to remind you that very quick, this platform will talk about only African football, African national teams, club football, players, African players all over the world. So if you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, do so and let us grow together as a one family, whatever part you may be watching, particularly if you are watching from Africa. Now, we're going to be starting from the matches played so far, okay? We're going to be starting from matches played so far. You can see it on your screen. The matches played so far is 154 matches played. For the qualifiers, the 6 matches that played so far, 154 matches. The goals that appear there is 382 goals scored so far, and 486 yellow card flashing, and also 10 red cards. So far, a team or a country that scored a lot of goals just a match was Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast scored 9 goals just 1 match, and that was against Success. Now, let's move to break all the goals down, then for you to understand everything right here. Like I said, the goals scored. Now, 211 goals were scored by home teams that play home scored 211, and away teams that travel to make different countries meet their opponent, is the goals that scored away was 179. Then out of these goals, 29 was coming by penalties from penalty box, and also 11 own goals. So in total, for home goals 211, away goals 171, and penalties 29, and own goals 11. In total was 382. Now, the most player assist is Mohamed Salah from Egypt, plays football in England, Liverpool, have 6 goals. Traore from Burkina Faso and plays football in Russia, Shakhtar Donetsk, if I'm getting the name right, for Russia League. He also have 5 goals right there. Followed by Jordan Ayew, also from Ghana, plays football in England, Leicester City. He also have 5 goals right there. Now, the players with most assists. Yusuf from Comoros have 4 assists. Then Jordan Ayew once again from Ghana have 4 assists, and Sameru from Guinea-Bissau also have 3 assists right there. So now let's move to the foot ranking. We show you the countries that they believe that they are going to qualify. They are going to qualify for the World Cup, the 9 countries. This is the 9 countries. But if you remember, our team will give you that news yesterday. Let's listen to that before we come to our analysis right here.
Egypt to qualify. Based on the statistical analysis, like I said, Egypt. The second country they've chosen to qualify is Senegal. The third country they chose is South Africa. The fourth country they chose is Cameroon. The fifth country they chose is Morocco. The sixth country they chose is Ivory Coast. The seventh country they chose is Algeria. The eighth country they chose is Tunisia. And the ninth country they chose, yes, you guessed right, Ghana. They have chosen these 9 good countries that they are the ones they have seen from the statistical analysis are going to qualify into the 2026 World Cup without any doubt. But like I said, it's not actually confirmed yet.
Okay, so that is the we give you that yesterday about foot ranking, the countries that they believe that you can see it on your screen, the countries that they believe that they're gonna qualify for the World Cup 2026. Egypt, Senegal, South Africa, and this is basing from the group. Egypt are in group A, Senegal in group B, and South Africa, they based on the group. So Egypt, Senegal, South Africa, Cameroon, Morocco, Cote d'Ivoire, Algeria, Tunisia, and Ghana. Now, let's break it down. So to break it down, let's take you back 2014 World Cup in Brazil. When the draw came out, Germany drawing Group G. Germany, Portugal, Ghana, US. So after the draw came out, Foot Ranking did the analysis and they said Germany going to win the World Cup based on the analysis, based on the coach experience, based on the squad Germany have. So they believe that Germany going to win the World Cup. And after the end of the tournament, Germany actually won 2014 World Cup. They get it right. Now let's move to 2022 World Cup. 2022 World Cup, this was the group. Argentina was drawing Group C. So Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. So when the time that the draw came out, 2022, that is where Foot Ranking came out, also did the analysis, and they said Argentina gonna win the World Cup. So when Argentina lost against Saudi, a lot of people begin attacking them like, you say Argentina going to win the World Cup, they will not even qualify from the group stage. At the end, Argentina won. Argentina won the World Cup, and also 2014, Germany also won the World Cup. So I'm not really surprised for them coming out, giving their 9 best teams that they feel like they believe that they're gonna qualify from Africa. Now let's break it down. We are going to start from Group A, where Group A look so far and their upcoming games to see if they have chance or not. Now, like I said, we're going to be breaking everything down. If you look at Group A, this is Egypt controlling right there. Egypt, out of these 6 matches, Egypt 6 matches they play, Egypt won 5. Egypt are unbeaten right there. Egypt won 5 matches, drawing 1. So they have 16 points so far. They have 16 points and plus 12 goals. Behind them, put Burkina Faso behind them. So we are basing on only the top one that foot ranking say they are going to qualify. So Egypt, their upcoming game, you can see it on your screen. Egypt upcoming game, September 3rd, they're going to play against Ethiopia, and second game is against Burkina Faso. So when you break down the analysis based on how foot ranking say Egypt going to qualify, yes, I think they have right here. When you check it, it is only one team going to be very difficult for Egypt, and that is going to play against Burkina Faso. So even if Burkina Faso win that game against Egypt, they are still not even getting the point, because they're gonna get 14 points, whereby Egypt already played their also game. They're also gonna for their first game, you can see it. If Egypt won their game against Ethiopia, then they're going to be going to 19 points. So even if they lose against Burkina Faso, they still have a lot of points, and they're going to be winning against Djibouti. And their last game is against Guinea-Bissau. So basically, Egypt, if we break it down and analyze it well, Egypt, they are actually right. Foot ranking are right, saying that Egypt going to qualify. Now, if Egypt qualify, to let you know, Egypt have appeared in the World Cup 3 times. Their appearance in the World Cup 3 times, and their last World Cup was 2018. So if Egypt qualify for this time around, now they are going to make their 4th appearance in the World Cup, for you to know that. Now let's move to from Group B. Group A to Group B now. Group B, they choose Senegal to qualify from Group B. Now, as a stand now, Burkina Faso, DR Congo are leading right there, gets 1 point different right there. Senegal is there with 12 points. Okay, out of the 6 matches, that is the point they have. Now, Senegal upcoming game, they're going to play against Sudan. Senegal going to play against Sudan, and it is likely that Senegal going to be beating Sudan in Dakar, Senegal capital city. So after that game, they are traveling to Congo, DR Congo, to play away game against Congo. Congo need to win that game. If Congo win that game, this group going to be very, very tough. When you look at Congo games that remaining, most their game is going to be tough, only Senegal. But when you look at Senegal as well, I can tell you that Senegal can beat Sudan at home. Then even if they get draw here, maybe Congo will also lose his game. Senegal will beat South Sudan, and their last game against Mauritania. Senegal, in my opinion, is kind of a little bit complicated right here if you analyze this group very well, because Congo games that are remaining, they can also win their games. But according to foot ranking, they say Senegal going to qualify. So you can see Senegal, they have 2 home games and 2 away games, and that is how it stands so far. Now let's move very quick to Group C. Group C, you have South Africa right now leading the table with 13 points different, and we all know that there's a lot of talk. For now, we don't know much about that. The South Africa one player who was not supposed to play the game against Lesotho, but they used the player, and it happened to one Nigeria player, the point was deducted. It happened to one Ghana player called Laye Kingston, the point was deducted. But this is kind of a little bit complicated, so we do not really know. But Awini Unity platform, our team also going to be doing a little bit analysis about that later on right here on this platform. So you will know much more about whether they're going to deduct the point from South Africa or not. So so far South Africa also play 6 matches. Okay, 6 matches, winning 4, drawing 1, and losing 1. And when you check South Africa, their upcoming games, South Africa going to play against Lesotho with home. They are going away to play against Lesotho. With already they beat Lesotho at home. They beat Lesotho at home, South Africa 2-0. So playing against Lesotho is not going to be easy for South Africa. Now, not just that, South Africa have 2 games home, 2 games away. Away, they're going to play against Nigeria. And I can promise you, yes, I know South Africa, they have very good team, to my personal opinion. They have very good team, very good coach. But one thing, if you have been following African football quite for some time now, Nigeria playing away, coming your home is always a threat. Nigeria know how to play away games. Later on, I will show you how Nigeria. So I always say, if Nigeria want to qualify for AFCON or World Cup, they have to work on their home games. If you look at the past for some years, the games that Nigeria keep losing at home, which is supposed to be getting pawned, you will shock. A very team that Nigeria do not supposed to lose at home, they will lose. But when Nigeria come your home, they find difficult to lose when they travel come to your home. So it's not going to be easier for South Africa playing against Nigeria. Let's be honest. If South Africa was to be going to Nigeria, I can stand here and tell you that South Africa will go Nigeria and beat Nigeria, because Nigeria, they are not really, I don't know what actually is happening, and they cannot win game at home. So that game is going to be very difficult for South Africa to play against Nigeria. Now, the only team I feel like South Africa will beat them away is Zimbabwe. South Africa know how to beat Zimbabwe. You know, Zimbabwe and South Africa, they always teach each other like Ghana and Nigeria. But South Africa always have a plan to beat Zimbabwe. So don't get me wrong, it's also going to be very, very difficult for South Africa right here, because the Warriors, they are doing quite well now. With that game, it's going to be very, very difficult for South Africa as well. And South Africa last game is against Rwanda. So when you look at this group, it's going to be tough. But when you check the work South Africa done so far and checking where they are so far, it will be very difficult. Even if they did that point from South Africa will still top the group with 2 point difference. So I don't see South Africa letting this to go. If South Africa do not qualify for this time around World Cup, I don't know when they will qualify, in my personal opinion. So I feel like food ranking, they may probably right with their analysis saying that South Africa are going to qualify. Now, let us know what you also think on the comment section, what team you feel like is going to qualify. Now, we are in Group D. Group D, they choose Cameroon to qualify from Group D. But as things stand now, Cape Verde is top with 13 points. Cameroon have 12. Cameroon have 12 points right there out of the 6 matches. And you can see Cameroon upcoming games. They're going to play against Swatini, where I predicted when Cameroon went away. I was expecting Cameroon to win Eswatini away, but Cameroon failed to beat Eswatini. They play goalless. And after that game, the most difficult game Cameroon have is against Cape Verde. It's against Cape Verde. So Cape Verde need a win against Cameroon. If Cape Verde win against Cameroon, meaning they're going to now be leading Cameroon by 4 points. So if Indomitable Lion will win, or if they will qualify, they stand by this game against Cape Verde. Why? Because if they lose against Cape Verde going to be leading them 4 points. And now Cameroon going to be playing against Mauritius. So if you cannot beat Mauritius, if you cannot beat Eswatini, can you beat Mauritius? And after that, Cameroon going to be playing home against Angola. So this group, to my personal opinion, is kind of a little bit complicated to get points that, looking based on the upcoming games, Cameroon will qualify. Because when you look at the way Cape Verde play now, do you notice that countries that failed to qualify for the World Cup, I mean at the AFCON, they are putting all their best in the World Cup. Ghana failed to qualify for the AFCON. You see how Ghana comes strongly, winning their 2 games. And now, who thought that Cape Verde will go to Angola to beat Angola based on Angola performance during the AFCON qualifiers? But I predicted that Cape Verde can win Angola at home, or Angola can also beat them. But in my conclusion on that game before, I give draw. But Cape Verde went Angola to beat Angola by 2-1. So it's going to be a little bit complicated. But according to foot ranking, they say Cameroon going to qualify out of Group D. So what do you think? Now, let's move very quick to Group E. Group E, okay, let's put something right here for you quick before we come to that group. Okay, to remind you something very quick right here. Like if Senegal qualified, Senegal, like I said, they're going to be making their 4th appearance in the World Cup. Then also, if South Africa able to qualify, South Africa is going to make their 4th appearance in the World Cup. So far, South Africa have been into the World Cup 3 times, and their last World Cup was 2010 when they hosted. Then the group D, if Cameroon able to qualify from the group D, meaning Cameroon going to be 9. They are 9 times in the at the World Cup. So far, Cameroon have been in the World Cup 8 times. There is no African country have been in the World Cup, even up to 7, talking about 8. So Cameroon have the record in terms of appearing in the World Cup. So if they're able to qualify this time around, they're going to be getting 9. They're going to be appearing like 9 times in the World Cup, and they managed to get quarterfinals as well. So now let's continue from Morocco. Morocco, when you look at things now, I feel like Morocco, they are already there. So I agree with foot ranking when they say Morocco also going to qualify. So far, Morocco have 15 points. 15 points, and they are leading the second team. You can see it. So this is Morocco upcoming game. Morocco upcoming game, they're going to play against Niger, and I strongly believe that they're going to beat Niger. The only tough game for Morocco is against Zambia if they travel to Zambia. I think Congo is also banned by FIFA or suspended by FIFA, so I don't know much the details. What is the outcome so far? So I will not be talking about that. So let's say 3 games. So to my personal opinion, I feel like Morocco they will be the first country to qualify for the World Cup. Let me know what you think. So if Morocco qualify this time around, it's going to be their 7 times appearing in the World Cup. So far, they've been in the World Cup 6 times, and their last World Cup was way back, was just 2022, which they break the record, getting to 7 finals for the first time in Africa. So now, from Group E, we are going to Group F. Group F, foot ranking also said Cote d'Ivoire going to qualify from their group, and so far Cote d'Ivoire is also unbeaten. They played 6 games, winning 5 and drawing only 1. And based on that, they have 16 points, also 14 goals, and they score 1 match, 9 goals against success. So when you look at Cote d'Ivoire, their upcoming game, they're going to play home against Burundi, where I'm pretty strong that they're going to win that game against Burundi. But the difficult game for Ivorian national team is against only Gabon. They just need a draw against Gabon. And if Ivorian national team is able to get draw against Gabon, then meaning it is job done. Why? Because they will definitely beat success once again. And their last game is against Kenya. It's going to be difficult because Kenya are going to be playing that game against Cote d'Ivoire with no pressure, because as things stand now, there is no way Kenya can able to qualify again. So going to play against Cote d'Ivoire, they were going to take, I did my analysis, Zimbabwe against Nigeria, and I said it's going to be difficult against Nigeria because Nigeria need a point. But Zimbabwe wasn't really that kind of, they knew that we win fine, we don't win fine. So as things stand now, tell me, what do you also think? This is Cote d'Ivoire matches, upcoming games. 2 away, 2 home. What do you think about foot ranking saying that they're going to qualify? Let us know on the comment section. Now let's move to Group G. Group G, foot ranking also said Algeria gonna qualify. Okay, according to them, Algeria gonna qualify. So Algeria so far, they also play 6 matches. Out of these 6, they won 5 and lost only 1. So they have 10 points plus 10 goals. Okay. So remind you once again that if Ivory Coast also qualify this time around, meaning they are going to also make their 4th at the World Cup, because so far they've been in the World Cup. They appeared in the World Cup in 3 times, and their last World Cup was in Brazil 2014. Since then, they failed to qualify. So now let's continue for the Group G. Like I said, Algeria 10 goals, and 15 points out of the 6 matches. So Algeria upcoming games, they're going to play against Botswana at home, which is not going to be easy, but I believe that Algeria are going to beat Botswana in my opinion, but no one can tell. Against Guinea, I also believe that they're going to beat Guinea. They're going to beat Somalia. They're going to beat Uganda. So I can tell you that out of these matches, it will be very difficult for Algeria to lose point right here. I don't think that I kept calling Angola. Algeria definitely going to beat Botswana, and they can beat Guinea. They can Somalia, yes. Uganda at home, the same thing. So I feel like they also stand a better place to qualify based on how food ranking set. So if Algeria qualify this time around, meaning they are going to making their appearance 5th time. So far, they have been in the World Cup 4 times, and their last World Cup was 2014 in Brazil. Since then, now let's move to Group H. Group H, they also choosing Tunisia to qualify from there. So Tunisia also, out of 6 matches, they have 16 points plus 9 goals, leading the second Namibia side. And this is their upcoming games. Okay, their upcoming game is to play against Liberia at home, which it will be difficult for them to lose points against Liberia at home. The only game that's going to be difficult for them is against Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea is going to be a little bit difficult for Tunisia, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to beat Sao Tome Principe. And their last game also is against Namibia. It's going to be difficult, but Tunisia playing home, I feel like they have an advantage to win that game. Even though if they lost against Equatorial Guinea right here, they will still be leading point. So their remaining 2 games, they can win that. So I also feel like Tunisia, it is likely that Tunisia is almost there, in my opinion. Let us know what you also think on the comment section. Now, the last group, that is Group I. That is the last group. Group I, you have Ghana top right there. Out of 6 matches, Ghana lost 1, winning 5. So Ghana have 15 points plus 10 goals, followed by Comoros. So now, when you look at Ghana upcoming games, 4 games remaining, 2 home and 2 away. And when you look at the teams that are very difficult that you can predict that they're going to disturb Ghana, they are teams that Ghana are going to play at home, which is going to be a big advantage for Ghana. Let's say when the draw came out, a lot of people were saying that, well, it is Mali that is going to disturb Ghana at the qualifiers. But if you look at where Mali is now, Mali is not even a threat to Ghana because Ghana are leading them almost about 6 points different, with Ghana going to play home against them. Comoros that also behind Ghana, Ghana going to play their last game against Comoros. And football, you can't predict, but it will be very difficult for Comoros to get points out of against Ghana last game against them. So when you look at the analysis by foot ranking, I think they are quite right, in my personal opinion, that Ghana will definitely qualify. Football, you can never predict because a lot of surprises going to happen. Ghana going to play their game against Chad away, but I'm pretty strongly that Ghana going to beat Chad once again. And second game is against Mali, with Ghana going to find a way to get a point. Even though if you don't beat Mali, Ghana will definitely get a point. And their game against Central African Republic, that is also going to be a tough game. If you remember when Ghana played against Central African Republic the last time, or Central African Republic, it was 4-3. So when you look at the games remaining, tough games that Ghana have is actually they're going to play home. And teams that are not really that much strong in the group so far is away. So let us know, do you think that Ghana can also qualify out of this group based by foot ranking? Let us know what you think. So now, you see the teams that are foot ranking pick, that you can see it on your screen. Now, to wrap it up with you, someone was asking me about on the comment section asking that they say 4 nation tournament going to be taking place in June or July. That is Ghana, Nigeria, England, and Jamaica. To be honest, I hear the rumors people talking about, but frankly speaking, we know nothing about it. Which I feel like if it's something that is official right there, Ghana Football Association or Nigeria MFF or the Reggae Boys or Three Lion definitely would have come out to confirm it on their social media platform. But we do not know that. We hear the rumors going out there, but frankly speaking, something that we have no idea, we can't talk about. The only things we can confirm to you that they confirm their friendly matches, and that is June, is Morocco. That is, we can confirm to you, that is official on Morocco Football Association website. They confirmed that they're going to be playing their friendly match against Tunisia, and that is Saturday, 7th June. And 10th June, they're also going to be playing their friendly match against Benin. That one, we can confirm that to you right here. Another one is Senegal, also confirmed, and also confirmed by Three Lion, England, and also Ireland. Senegal gonna play their friendly match against Ireland, and that's gonna be Friday, 6th June. That is a friendly match. You can see right there, 7:45. And also Senegal, their second friendly match gonna be against England, and that is also gonna be, I think, Tuesday or something like that. That's also gonna be against that is June, against England. So far for the African teams, so far that confirmed their upcoming friendly matches they're going to play is Morocco confirmed their own, Senegal also confirmed their own. So this is the only friendly matches we know so far about the teams that are going to be playing friendly matches in June. So if we get anything about Ghana, Nigeria, and England and Jamaica 4-nation tournament, it's confirmed by those federation. We're gonna also update you guys right here. But as things stand now, we really do not know anything about it. So yeah, that is it. We have it here for you. Thank you so much once again for always staying here with us. If you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and let us grow together as one family. Like I always say, we need to support our own brothers. When Jamie Carragher came out to disrespect African football, all of us was angry. But the reality here is this: if you and I don't support and talk about our own, how do we expect other people to come on their platform to talk about our own? The Western world football and everybody is always talking about, if they was leaving their own and coming to talk about your own, we will not find interesting to watch Premier League or La Liga or England or Euros or Copa America and all that. They always make sure that they promote their own to make sure that it will be so much attractive to you and me. So we can also do so by supporting each other as Africans, because it is not easy. Talking about African football, it is not really easy for us most of the time. And the only way we can keep moving talking about African football is by your support. And what is that? Just by subscribing and sharing the videos to people around so that we can grow together as one family right here. So thank you once again. Stay blessed with your family, whatever part you may be watching, and one love.